Welcome everyone to another week of Better Together VR. It's been a common theme here on Better Together VR, the aspect of shaders. Shaders have been really up and coming lately, of all the things that we can do with them, and everything that has been making games and everything more real is all thanks to lighting, which is often from shaders. So that is what we'll be looking at today.
Cool.
Yeah, we have some really cool worlds actually. It really is amazing what some people can come up with for shaders.
Oh, I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
We got a couple of hellos in the chat. So we've got Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hey, hey.
Hello. Thanks for joining us. And also a hello from Jenny and Poe.
Jenny and Poe.
Hi. Hello.
Which we have a special world for Jenny too, actually.
Do we?
Oh, we do. Yeah. But I can't give too many hints just yet. Yeah.
All right.
So this week was curated by me and Scout, actually.
So I know nothing about what we're going to see today.
No. So you're going to get all the initial reactions from Dylan here. Yeah, I'll try and make sure I get some good shots.
We'll try to provide our initial reactions that you didn't get to see, because these worlds are really cool, and we tried to not spend too much time in each of them so that we could really explore them during the stream. So, yeah. So,
nice.
So welcome everyone.
To get this show on the road, welcome to Better Together VR. We explore VRChat worlds. We have a Discord, and we always love it when all of you can share with us what worlds you might like us to visit or that you think should be shared with everyone else. One of the biggest things that we also like to look into is prefabs and all the assets that other people can use to put into their worlds, which is actually the big thing today. Of a lot of these shaders that we're looking at, you can put into your own worlds and use. And we'll share some of that info after the stream as well. And then also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down here, so you don't miss all our shenanigans every week, every Thursday.
Yeah. Woo! Awesome. Well, let me, this week I'm going to try harder to actually introduce the worlds at the beginning of each world. I get distracted by how exciting they are. And so this world is called Color by Rokumuri_. And this one is showing off a really cool frosted glass type shader.
Which is right behind Scout over there.
And so there's some lighting controls on the wall over there that we'll maybe mess with. Maybe if John wants to leave the camera where it is and try pushing a couple of, or yeah, either way, just push. We got to push. Those are all local. The buttons over there. But yeah, look what happens if I stand behind here. It's like you can see me through this frosted glass.
So whenever I see this, I'm always left wondering if this is actually an opaque block that is taking like a reflection probe or something from behind and then
Well, I can see
putting
my
on the
hand in it,
projection.
so I don't think it's an opaque block.
No?
I
Oh,
can
so
stick my fingers
you
through
think
it.
it actually
and
is like
Dylan can also stick their
transparency?
fingers through it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Dylan's
that would
fingers,
explain it.
you start to look less 3D inside of it. You start to look more flat. So that's fascinating. That's
Oh.
very cool.
Hmm.
So yeah, this world is using Lil Tune and Poyomi Pro to make kind of this effect happen. Yeah, so if you push some of the buttons over there, it changes the lighting in here and kind of gives you a neat.
So if we let's put on all the lights.
Ooh.
Oh, it said it was local, but it seems to be working
Oh,
global for me.
there we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of lights indeed.
Neat.
Very hyperwave
Yeah, we've
going
got
on
like
here.
the purple, the pink, and like a little bit of this greenish color too that came in. Neat.
Neat. And I also noticed that the frosted glass material is actually being used on this sign as well. I believe it's being used on those bottles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it on the... No, it's not on the computer screen. That's just... I don't think.
Hard to say. It's lit from behind, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I don't know. This world's just cool. It's just cool.
I love the lighting.
Yeah. Oh, object global. Huh, I don't know what that button does, but that's neat. There's a button there that says object global. Maybe
Oh.
it syncs the movement of objects or something. Or, I don't think we can pick anything up though. Fascinating. Well, anyway, I thought this would be a really cool place to start.
Indeed.
So it's a fun frosted glass. There's so many things that you just take for granted in the real world that are not easy to do in VR.
Oh yeah.
To make possible with compute power and everything. So yeah, so I'll drop a portal to the next world and we can get on going.
I made it purple and green.
So for anyone
I
who's
like those
actually
colors.
wondering what a shader is, a shader is actually just a program that you set to run on your graphics card. That's all a shader is just its own separate program that runs on your GPU.
This
Oh.
way.
I'll talk about more of that later.
I've got a comment when we jump in.
Oh, okay. We got a comment apparently. So yeah, shaders, really just a little program. That's all it is. And it's amazing the things that you get it to do. And you have it just run like pixel by pixel. And
Yeah. Okay, I'll quickly, before we start looking, I'm going to introduce, and then Dylan has a comment, and then we can look around. Okay. All right. This world is called GlassTest by Mixy. MYXY. This one's been shown a lot recently by different VRChat folks because it's got a really, really cool liquid shader in it. And you can pick this one up on Booth if you'd like to add it to your own world. Yeah. Go ahead, Dylan.
Fun. Okay, so we have a comment from Jenny. It says, we are leaving for a walk shortly, but please tell me when you're showing the world and we'll watch the VOD. Can't wait. Love, Jenny.
Oh, thanks, Jenny.
Oh, that's great.
Aw.
Absolutely.
Enjoy your walk.
Hope you have a great walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
liquid shaders?
on the topic of shaders, as I mentioned, it's just a little program that runs, and that's what often runs like your lighting and things like that. But Scout, can you do the honors? Can you bring over a glass and a bottle?
Yeah, let me show the magic. Let me show it with this giant one because why not? Okay, I'm just gonna not stand in front of the mirror. Here we go.
Look at that. Look at the liquid moving in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this liquid shader is so cool. I remember when Half-Life Alex came out and everyone was like really excited about the liquid shader in there. You could shake the bottles and there'd be bubbles and stuff. And I think there's been a lot of people trying to recreate things that are that cool ever since.
Oops.
So,
Sorry, I broke it.
Oh.
Sorry. There we go.
It's attached to John's back. There we go. It's okay.
Forgot
All
about
right.
that.
Are we ready? We ready to pour?
Go, go, go. Yeah. And
There
look,
it
it's actually
goes.
going up. It actually fills up
Oh, I ran out.
as it goes.
I
Which
ran
you
out
can
of
easily refill it
beverage.
if you click it too, but
Do
There we go. I'm refilling it. Okay, there we go.
can I test something?
Okay, sure.
Okay, so you can uncork it
yeah.
and then pour it.
Yeah.
Huh.
So you don't have to be a slob and
messy
do both
pour.
at the same. Look at that,
that.
eh? So, and then we've got
Can you
the.
overfill it? Sorry.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, you
Dylan's
can.
So excited.
And it
You
overflows.
can. You want to try?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, ah!
You're what we call a spilly
Oh
talker.
dear.
I definitely am.
Oh,
Oh.
it doesn't want to overfill. It's
Oh,
too smart for that.
This one doesn't. We did notice that some of the glasses will.
Oh, this one just goes to the top.
Okay.
Okay. Oh boy, it's really full. But if you turn it, look at all that. Look at
It
the liquid
actually
coming out.
spills
Oh my gosh.
out.
And you
We're
can
so messy.
you can also swirl it. John did that with the first time we came in here. John took a glass of wine and was like swirling it like a sommelier. You know, it's really funny. But yeah, very very cool. And I gotta show you one of my favorite bottles is the bubbly one. So I guess you can uncork, and then it's got bubbles in it. And yeah, there's the bubbly one. And
Cheers.
It's so cool that you can, yeah, cheers. Yeah.
I don't think any of that went in your mouth.
Just like usual. It's pretty funny. Oh, is this like a meta cola bottle?
We have Juice in the comments. Juice
Hey,
says,
Juice.
this liquid pouring is unreal.
Right.
But it was really hard on my GPU when I got close.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the things. As soon as you like look inside the cup, like if you try and put it around your eye, it really drops your GPU, your frames.
Oh.
It was funny while we were in here and trying it out. My graphics card's doing fine, 80 FPS. I put the cup in front of my vision. Instantly, I hear all my fans ramp up, and I'm getting 40. It's not light. It's not easy to do this either, but the fact that you can get this working like this is still amazing. Yeah. Oh, did you just mix those?
I did. That's gross, isn't it? Yep.
Oh.
Absolutely. Oh.
And Dylan's just bathing in wine.
Yeah, just bathing. So yeah, if you have a world in which liquid physics is an important or just something that you're interested in having, this is really cool that this person made this prefab available on Booth, so that you can pick it up and add it. So yeah, we wanted to show it off.
One of the
amazing.
things I'm going to show off actually.
Your poor foot. Oh, there we go.
One of the things I'm going to show off here is the aspect of when you're actually spilling this. So notice how it's just coming out the side, but if you do it quick, it actually does come out more than just the side. Oh, what are those two up to?
Can you mix these? Will it change color? Is it that fancy? Let's see. It's like, so I don't know if you can see. It's yellow.
No,
There's a yellow
not
liquid
quite.
inside.
Okay, yeah. So we're hoping for green.
Then this is blue.
We're hoping for green.
I don't know if it's gonna.
Oh, it did.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
They mixed. Yeah, it's pouring out green.
Wow. So what happens if you put the lid back on that, Dylan? Like if you shake it, like you refill it.
Oh wait, it's green again.
Oh.
Now it's always green.
What happens if you mix this green and this blue? You get like a medium green blue.
Actually, is there red that we can mix
That's
with
very
blue?
green.
Oh. Excellent.
Oh, neat.
Poison. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have all red.
Okay, red.
Then when you add the blue, do we get purple? Yeah, we do.
Oh, you do.
Oh, and eventually goes
and then you add
Oh,
all
but if you
blue.
put too much, it goes. Oh no,
It
we
goes
need
all
more
blue.
red.
Oh, right
Oh,
there.
there we
Oh,
go.
there we
now,
go.
now we got a nice purple.
Wow, that's incredible.
I kind of wonder if it actually has to do with like maybe volume levels. Like or if you have like the blue volume, once it overlaps the red, like rather than
Who
quantity,
knows?
if it's actually like a height thing. I don't know. You're right. I don't know. But I'm interested and I want to know.
We'd have to buy the shader and try to deconstruct it.
You don't say.
But yeah, this is really, really awesome. Okay, well, I'll let you guys keep playing and I'll drop the portal to the next world.
Dylan, can I get a
Oh, you
martini?
gotta show these ones.
What?
You gotta show these ones too, the ones you can uncork that are
Oh,
just
yeah.
floating. Yeah.
See, you can see it bubbling and going down. And then they fill back up. So see how it doesn't come out all of the tip? Now it's like sputtering. So is it perfect? Doesn't have to be. It's just far more real than what we've had before. Oh, perfect. Thank you.
It's not.
Ugh.
It's not what you asked for, but it looks tasty.
Oh, there go my fans.
Oh, your computer fans.
Oh, and
It's like,
my
are
computer
you annoying
fans.
people and everyone's leaving?
Okay, this way.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I think we're going quicker than I expected.
Yeah, my fans are.
So, one last thing I was going to mention as well is.
Oh, gotta turn down world volume.
Oh,
probably
right,
here,
right.
John, if you haven't already. Sorry.
I miss our little Mogwai. I miss him. But
So I apologize that
back
you had to
soon.
turn down the world volume because I don't think there's a place in here to turn just the music off. That I'm aware of, but this makes a nice little like steamy burning coal sound, like it's popping a little bit. Quite nice. And okay, so I'll introduce this world. Sorry, this world. So this world is called Steamy Sauna Mirror, and it's by Dag_Gur. So Dagger 1675, and this one is Quest compatible.
Oh,
so if you're a
nice.
Quest user, you can also visit this world if you like. And I have to give a shout out to Juice, who helped us find this world because I asked about a mirror that you could wipe off that had steam, and Juice knew about a world that could do that. So yeah, let's.
Well, there
let's
goes the
show
big
that
reveal.
mirror off. Fog mirror.
Speaking of Mogwai, I see that our Mogwai is in the chat.
Yay!
Yeah. He says, "What vintage virtual wine was that?" And oh, I miss y'all too. I'll be back very soon. Smiley face. And Juice says, "Ha, there it is."
Yay! I was so excited to hear about this world. So if you turn on what's called the fog mirror over there, that turns on this really cool mirror here. And
Is that a sponge?
It's a sponge. Yeah,
It's
I
a
got it from
sponge.
over there. And if you touch the mirror with the sponge, it clears off the fog.
Whoa.
Right?
Isn't that cool? And it slowly comes back. So it like refogs itself. And
Now you
John
don't
and I
just have to use
discovered that not only
Oh, you don't have
Yeah,
to
go
just
ahead.
use the sponge. You can use your hand like that. Yeah. Or just your whole body. Now I'm
Just a hot
I'm a
dog bun.
soggy
Hot dog
bun. Soggy.
Oh.
Oh,
soggy,
old soggy buns.
old soggy buns. Thank you for wiping the mirror. Old soggy buns.
So is
You
it,
know, that'll be my
like,
pirate name.
slowly...
Old soggy buns.
Oh yeah, look at that. Like it's even coming back in patches. Old
Oh, yeah?
soggy buns.
Isn't that fascinating? It's so good.
Neat.
I love it. I love it so much.
Oh yeah. Now, you can't really do like a whole handprint because it does like the area of your hand. It's kind of like the heat from your hand or is reacting with the mirror. Think of it more that way. Oh,
That's
actually,
my
yours
best.
did.
That's my best handprint.
Yours
Let's
does a
see.
bit. Yeah, I can
There.
see a bit of the
Yeah,
paw.
mine kind of does. Yeah.
I'm gonna actually
Yeah.
get a close up of that if you can. Okay, do it one more time.
Yeah. Okay, here, I'll try again. Okay, ready? Right here. Oh crap.
Oh.
Here, right here. You got the
Yep.
you got the camera in there?
Let's do it.
Okay. There.
You see a bit of that paw? See?
See the fingies briefly?
Nice. Okay. So just my
maybe if I
mitts
just touch with
can't do it.
Just my fingies.
Now the other thing I tried in here was Dylan's breathing on the glass. The other thing I tried was actually doing tic-tac-toe, which didn't entirely work. But I welcome you to try, because you might have an easier time with your fingers. Oh, and there's your foot.
You'd have to play your game.
Oh, it had a good
quickly.
footprint for you.
Yeah, it works pretty good.
Oh,
Impressive. What about a butt print?
oh, you look like a fog squatch who's holding a baby shark. Oh.
Very mature, I know. So this world is actually using a prefab to help with this mirror, and the name of the prefab is called the VRC Smoke Mirror Prefab by Azurite_lab. So yeah, if you'd like your own mirror like this, yeah, so cool. So thank you to Dagger for making this world, and thank you for Juice for recommending it so that we could indeed have a foggy mirror, just like I always wanted. And yeah, I'll go ahead and drop the next portal. We're moving through pretty fast today, because I think I have 9 or 10 worlds. So.
Oh, hold on, one of you didn't try playing tic-tac-toe.
Oh yeah, you guys go ahead and try, and I'll
Okay.
I'll drop a portal.
See if you can draw the grid. Okay. Ugh. Can't get it fast enough here.
I don't know if this is gonna work.
We'll call this speed tic-tac-toe. Because it's I've already gone. I
win.
No, I went in the middle.
I'm on the far left. A line
What?
in the left.
I thought that's the middle. Here's the problem with fog tic-tac-toe.
Okay, clearly this did not work.
All right, you two, come jump in this portal.
Okay, so this world that we're jumping into is the one that we mentioned is for Jenny. Oh, I'm gonna rotate myself here. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Ooh.
So, Scout, can you introduce us to this world and this wonderful character in front of us?
I sure can. I didn't want to interrupt them, but it's just so amazing. So I'm so excited to show this world off. So this world is called Experimental Sign Language World, Udon, by Bob64, and this one is also Quest compatible. So if you're a Quest user, you can come here and practice and learn some sign language when there isn't classes happening. So this world says, based on Mr. Dummy _NL's world, except using shader motion mocap playback in addition to the videos. Still very much in development. So this is so cool. So if you come here and you're interested in a bit more about specifically about shader motion or about the world, you can scroll on this menu behind me to find out a lot more. But yeah, let's take you over and show you the system back here, kind of how it works and what you can learn with it. So yeah. And this avatar is so cute. I really love it so much. It's so cute.
So one of the things I'm going to say is this isn't the first time we've seen motion capture in VRChat, but this is the first time that we have seen it used in specifically a sign language purpose. And that is what we are super excited about, because they're going to show us exactly what we can do with it. And for anyone who doesn't know, Helping Hands is a community in VRChat who help to teach ASL. They're a community of ASL individuals. So if you are deaf, if you are mute, or if you are learning, you might want to join their Discord and join in on their events. They don't just do ASL, they do British Sign Language, French Sign Language, Asian no, they weren't doing,
Korean?
they were Korean. That was it.
KSL, yeah.
Yeah.
And is that BSL? Is that German? I'm
Might
not
be.
sure.
That's a good
Can't remember.
question.
Yeah.
But the key here is there's Jenny. Saturday at 5 p.m. everyone. PST, that is.
So
Yeah.
come on over here and let me show you folks how cool this is. There's lots of really neat things in here, but I'm going to jump all the way over to this preferences menu. I'm pretty sure that I may be able to switch this to being like a global mode.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
when
yeah.
I change things,
Put
it
the
changes
global.
for everyone. So I'm not sure if that'll work.
Here,
but let's see.
I might have to turn on my global too. There.
Okay, if everyone wants to hit global, yeah, that'd be good.
So we have the menu over here where you can pick which methods you want and which sign languages. And if you want numbers, letters.
So I'm going to jump to something and see if it loads for both of you. So do you guys see two avatars?
Yep.
I see them.
Perfect. Great. So what is so cool about this is it's taking, so that over there is the video that this information is coming from. And all of those colors on the side are sending through data about the rotation of joints in the avatar. And so that rotation data is then being applied by the shader motion prefab to these same avatars, and we can see it in 3D. So it's basically recreating anything that happens in that video and showing it. This is also available as a Unity plugin, so you can use it to capture motion inside VRChat and then pass it back through to Unity if you wanted to animate characters, things like that. But what's so amazing about this is that you can really get a better feel for how the signs should happen because you can see them from any angle. It's really amazing.
Yes.
So I just want to show, hopefully everyone will see the same thing.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Yep.
So I'm going to show just the letter A.
So you can see them demonstrating how to sign the letter A.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things to note about if you're fairly new to sign language, ASL is great, but in VR it has its limitations because even if you have an index and you have finger tracking, you can't spread your fingers. So there are some letters that you can't do. So, but one of the things about sign language is that it's a very contextual language, that the signs can often be changed or be made up on the spot, depending on what you're talking about and what's going on. And a lot of the letters which can't be signed, there are alternatives that they do. Can you show us W, Scout?
Yeah, I can do that. Yep. So there's actually two variants of W, it says here.
Oh, okay. So here, can you show us the other variant? Maybe?
So that's variant 1. And here is variant 2.
There, that's the variant that we're used to, which that's not the usual ASL W, but it is one of the ways that you can cope with VR controllers. And this is one of the interesting things that I love about ASL or sign language.
Yeah. And what's so amazing about this is just how many things they've managed to get in here already in terms of all the different learning that you can do. And one thing that I thought was really fun is if you've practiced a bit and you'd like to try a quiz, there's actually a quiz setting.
Yes,
So
there is.
hopefully you can see
Quiz
this.
mode.
If I hit start quiz.
Oh, it's still doing.
No, that doesn't show up.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
everyone will have to do it themselves.
Yeah.
So if turn off global. Yeah. So
if I go to
mode's
quiz
not
mode.
global. Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to choose.
And then I picked alphabet.
American Sign Language, and we'll pick alphabet, and then we'll go to start quiz. Okay, so here we go. So what letter is this? And what does it look like? If you guessed N, you're right. And so yeah, a great way to learn and to test yourself, which is why we were so ecstatic about this world. And we're not just about like the ASL, like yes, that's great, but also how they're doing the motion capture of how it's all taken into this video, and then you can share the video with other people to share the motion capture as well.
So yeah, this world is just so amazing, and I look forward to coming and spending a bit more time here, so that I can practice outside of class, and just get better at signing. It's really, 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 really cool. And as I said, this world is Quest compatible. So definitely come check it out if you're a Quest user as well. For Quest users, there was a thing over here to show the different shapes that you can make with the Oculus controllers. And this is, of course, if you've done no modifications on your avatar, you actually can change what gestures your hands make, depending on how you set up your avatar. But these are the base kind of normal settings that you have. So very useful if you're new to trying to make very specific gestures with your hands. Very helpful. Yeah.
Which is great if you're trying to
I'll just
communicate
wander off for a minute.
in VRChat. But I also highly recommend when you're learning in here to also try and do them in real life, trying to make the hand motions. So what do you think, Dylan?
I think it's really neat. I think it's really nice when you're doing any kind of language learning to have a another, like a place to practice that doesn't require that you have like a teacher available. Though I think, it's really important to have opportunities to have a teacher as well, which is why I also really appreciate the lessons that Helping Hands puts on. Because I think like you can't really replace the human to human
Indeed
kind of aspect there. That the ability to like ask questions, to be corrected when you're not quite getting it right with what sign you're making, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but I think this is really really helpful.
You're having some leg problems.
I guess
there
just
too.
to say.
Oh yeah.
Am I again? Oh yeah. I think I'm like not quite standing in the right place for the sensors. Yeah, I think just as a reminder for folks that you can join the Helping Hands Discord if you're interested in checking out any of the lessons. Yeah.
Oh, looks like we're ready for the next one. Oh, we're speeding through these a hell of a lot quicker than we should. Although this world, I think we'll be spending a fair bit more time in. Okay. Boom.
All right.
Yeah. So one of the
Don't
things.
forget to turn off that AO there, John.
Oh yeah.
Something I need to turn off?
Oh.
No, I think just for John, just for the stream. So I first saw this world on the Prefabs live stream. They were it's not the Prefabs live stream, but the what's it called? The
Community
Sunday.
meetup.
Thank you, community meetup. Thank you.
Look for Cyan Laser in YouTube.
Yes, thank you. And it's a really, really cool world. And the reason I had John turn off the ambient occlusion is because I've noticed sometimes ambient occlusion doesn't look quite right to the VRChat camera. It looks amazing in world though. So we just turned it off just in case it would cause any interesting or shadows or anything that are unusual. So this world is called ShaderLab, and it's by Orels1. And it shows off some really, really cool. It says ShaderLab is a showroom of the ORL shader family. You can grab all of the shaders for free at shaders.orels.sh. So yeah.
Nice.
Orels has been
let's
a
take a
big
look around.
proponent in the prefab community for shaders.
If we just have a second here, just wanted to say hi to Ian.
Hi,
who's joined
Ian.
us. Ian says, "Hi ho, as ever. I'm grateful to be here." We're grateful to have you, Ian.
Thank you.
And we can tell that this world has audio link active because of Dylan's hoodie. Dylan's hoodie,
am
the
I
audio
reacting?
link detector. Yep.
Oh, yep. There it goes.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
I thought that was just their heartbeat. But then I realized, yep, no, it's got to be the audio link because, yeah.
So come on in.
Dylan's
Although
heart's
that is
too
a
big
thing
for the
that
sweater.
you can do now.
Oh, yes,
with,
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
With the new open
new-
sound control beta for VRChat. I imagine a lot of people who watch the stream may already be aware of this, but there's a new beta out where you can hook up open sound control, which is basically just a thing to pass information through, and you can pass information in and out of VRChat. For example, your heartbeat could be passed from some sort of fitness watch or something like that through to VRChat and control something like a hoodie pulsing like that. People are doing all sorts of amazing stuff with it, and I look forward to seeing more of that very soon. So this says that all of these shaders were built on top of the Google Filament shader code with a lot of special effects added on top. It says you can play around with demos on the right to see some of the effects, and here's where you can grab the shaders. So yeah, I can see the audio link one over there is working. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Juice says it's basically witchcraft,
Oh,
beautiful shadery
yes.
hex magic.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Shaders in general is just like people who can do this type of work, they're just sorcerers. They hack the matrix.
So am I reacting the same as this one?
No, you're pulsating. This one isn't pulsating.
No, sorry. I meant like
Oh.
more like, is there a
I can't tell.
obviously
Yeah.
not the exact same effect, but in terms of
I would say the timing is exact, yes. If we
Yeah,
were to
that's what I
switch
meant.
this to a pulse, it would be more like Dylan's hoodie.
I'm not seeing a pulse. Oh, now I am. Yep, there it goes.
Yeah.
neat.
Neat indeed. Oh,
So I guess I can switch these for you guys. So that's the scroll effect. This is the meter effect.
Juice says, oh, hang on. I gotta move this
Oh.
down.
Juice. No, you
Can't
can't say
see.
stuff like that. You're giving away our.
Oh. Juice says try out, what does that say?
LTCGI.
ITCGI? Oh, L. It's an L.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is-
LTCGI. It's high on my to-do list.
Yep.
Oh.
That
It's-
is a place we're going.
Yes.
So check out this. This is the ORL standard shader. So the filament-based PBR shader, just showing some more typical things. So plaster. There's some nice metal. Look at that. It's beautiful. Plastic. Nice trim, kind of like destroyed-looking trim, and some beautiful wood. I love how this is just like a museum. This is great. Vertex animations. Look at the vertex animations. Woo! So I just found out a little bit about these the other day, and you can often use them for things like you know when you have a waterfall that's kind of like changing shape a little bit as it
Mhm.
falls. Sometimes that's a vertex animation. I just learned.
Which when you
so it's not-
program a
yeah.
shader, you first program where for the vertices, each vertex in each triangle, and then you program for each pixel in that triangle.
So that really reminds me of like old games where you'd have like, you know, a thing you had to collect and it was just like pulsating a bit or like floating or spinning. It was really neat to see that. Here's some neon lights. Look at this strong flicker, slow pulse, and then just turning it off. I love it. I love it so much.
Wow.
This one shows color randomization. So quick prop variation via the world position of the prop itself. So on the live stream, they were trying to keep this still enough that it wouldn't change color, and that was fairly difficult apparently. But yeah, basically as these move, they'll change color depending on where they are in the world itself. Fascinating.
Yeah.
And I can pick one up and show you.
Oh, there was one
If I
there.
come right up to the camera, you can see that as I move very subtly in the world, it's changing color, and I can try and stay still enough to keep it one color, but it's like almost impossible.
If you let it go,
Yeah.
does it drop?
Very,
Oh, yep, it does.
very cool.
So it's probably taking things like
Then,
position
oh, this one, sorry.
into its color.
Yeah. So here's a really nice glass shader. You can see clear and blurred. That's so cool. You can see right through this as you walk around it.
So it's not doing that for me.
It doesn't look blurry for your camera? Maybe it's only happening in
No.
VRChat.
Oh, wait.
I can see the word, yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Sorry.
Yeah, you have to kind of move
I'm just
around
looking
a
at
bit
the
to
wrong
really
spot.
Get the effect.
Yeah.
No
So
worries.
here we go. So you could see Dylan from behind there before, but you can see, look at the light ring is the key. So you can sort of see edges. But that's the key, is that it's supposed to be translucent, and you can probably change that effect.
And then this one over
Tessellation.
here, yeah, so this is no tessellation. And then medium tessellation, you can see all the little sections, the loop sections kind of split apart a little bit, it looks like. And if I go high tessellation, you'll see them really come apart.
Oh, so it doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a difference.
Oh,
Is this
sorry.
one local?
So
Maybe. It might be so
medium.
taking so much GPU. Yeah.
And then high. So you can see the spikiness is changing. What tessellation is it takes the normal map on the object and it exaggerates it into the third dimension. So that way, it's what whenever you see like gravel paths in a game, that's using tessellation to lift up the gravel out of the two-dimensional plane of the path. Yeah.
And then this one, I guess maybe it's not working anymore, so I don't want to show necessarily. Maybe John needs to push them, but you can change the amount of dust and damage on these objects by pushing the buttons.
Yep, that works.
Oh, cool. Okay, so there's damage and dirt, and then here's dirt only, here's damage only, and here's clean. So you can see there's quite a big difference between the two, but just fascinating. And I just really like the aesthetic of this world is quite cool.
Scout,
So
you should see the fur on around your neck.
It's a little green.
Oh,
it's like lit up.
That's funny.
It's kind of neat. It's kind of cool.
There's a secret. There's kind of a cool secret way that the fur on this avatar is lit, I think. It's taking a sample from somewhere else on the body to blend the fur into the rest of the body, and sometimes it doesn't always work the way it's intended. And that's why sometimes my fur is brighter or a different color than the rest of me. I think that's how it works anyway. Could be wrong, but I think it's fun. So, yeah. That's this world. Holy moly. And here's more cans for you guys to play with while I work on... Oh, maybe these cans don't change color.
Well, there's an upstairs too, isn't there?
That's good.
Is there anything upstairs?
There's a mirror.
Oh, cool. Look at this sculpture. The sculpture has audio link.
Oh.
Oh.
We have a vending machine.
Where you can get the drinks. That's fun. Ooh, it's a 3D poster too. I love 3D posters.
Oh yeah. So if you look, isn't it neat? I always love that. Always love that. What are those two up to? I feel like they're doing something as Dylan kicks Scout with their foot.
I'll move out of the way. I think it's just a mirror upstairs, John. That's
Yeah.
what this
Oh,
says.
okay. I'm just going to have a quick look.
Yeah.
So you get quite the view. Oh, and there's a video here, which these videos, this is a shader as well that puts the video on there. Neat.
Okay, this way,
Cool.
friends.
Oh, this is a new one. I did not see this one. Huh. Scout, this wasn't one of the worlds that we looked at.
Hey, I'm full of surprises, John. What can I say?
No kidding.
I'm full of surprises.
I'm excited for this one. We've been
Yeah.
holding on to this one for a bit for the right moment.
Yep. I'm really, really excited to show this one off. So, this world is called Shader Clay Sculpting by Pema99. And this world is Quest compatible, and it was suggested to us a while ago in our Discord by BlueCat. So thank you, BlueCat. We've been wanting to show this one off for a long time, and what is so cool is it does describe over here how the shader in this world works, but it's basically you can sculpt clay in this world.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's your vertex shader.
So if someone wants to give it a try,
Yeah, go.
Okay, what do I do next?
I think you just stick it into the clay, maybe.
Oh?
Into the rainbow?
Into the rainbow?
Into the
yeah.
rainbow. Oh, cool.
Wow.
And we can see above Dylan's head what's happening to create the shape.
What? Oh. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's really cool. And you can change the color of the clay on this menu over here. I'm not sure if it's global or local.
Looks to be local.
Yeah, that's
I
okay
don't think
though.
it's changing.
Yeah, that's okay.
But you
Maybe
can
it
set
only
it to
lets one
paint. You can
person
set it
change
to
it at a time.
mend. So you can add clay.
Yeah, you can set it to paint. Ah. Ooh, neat.
Okay, let's go try this.
Yeah, you try.
I'm going to take the sphere.
Oh, cool.
And I just cut it right off. Nice. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It's the party streamers. Like right
Oh,
before
yeah.
you expand them and you can play with the paper.
So what does mend do?
Oh, yeah.
Puts it back.
Oh, so okay. So with sculpt, when you bring in an object, it takes the position for the center and it reduces it to that. Mend it takes that same position, but extends it out to that.
Oh, it's got a mirror? Or, oh, just a, oh, I was like, a mirror function. No, that's a little too much.
Wow. Okay, that's really cool. Wait, put your camera in the ball next to this text. Take a screenshot and we'll code the sculpt. What? I don't see the sphere. Oh, there. Cool. Okay. So if I take this out of stream mode. No. Oh, okay. So that's the two-dimensional layout of the sculpt. Yeah.
Wow,
that's
so
what
it's
we
really
saw.
cool that you can actually save it out. That's neat.
Yeah.
And I love seeing this map up here of like what's happening. Wow.
So you can sculpt on paint on this three-dimensional surface and save your two-dimensional drawing. Nice.
That's so cool.
We have a comment from Ian. Where are you? There you are. Ian says, is there any way to 3D print something that you sculpt here?
So
I'm trying to think of that. Scout, you would know more about this
as
than I.
John was saying, there might be a way to send the screenshot to the world creator on Discord. They may be able to take that and convert it into an object that you could 3D print. But at the moment you would probably need the world creator's help. But I'm sure in the future there might be a way to export that and 3D print it yourself. So yeah. That's really cool. But it would actually create an object that you could in theory 3D print. It would just be getting that information out. And I'm not sure how complicated that is for the world creator, but I imagine they probably know how. So yeah. That looks really cool, Dylan. It looks like a graffiti, like a 3D graffiti thing. It's neat.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. Here, I'm gonna slow it down. It's fun to like paint on it once you've kind of sculpted it a bit.
Oh, that was
Some
global.
really neat stuff. Pretty cool.
The real question is, Dylan, can you draw a happy face?
Can I draw a happy face?
Yeah.
Probably. No. Oh.
I'm seeing if it'll come up in the two-dimensional.
There. That's a very scary looking happy face. It's all the way around this side. I don't know where.
Okay. Can't quite find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I think I see it. Yeah, right there in the middle.
All right, how we doing? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, we're ready.
I know we're just going fast through them today. There's so you can
Look at the
spend so much
floor
time
as
in
well.
each one of these.
I love the floor.
Yeah, I really like the floor. All right, this way, folks. Through this portal.
Oh, here we go.
My hand is painting.
Oh, cool. Okay, Dylan, you're gonna miss the.
So this world was shown off in the community meetup a couple weeks ago, and I was really I've been wanting to share this one for a while. Well, since 3 weeks ago.
So Ian just said, thank you, Scout, for your explanation.
Oh yeah, for sure. So John, I imagine you probably have your world volume off at this point, eh?
I do, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Just to describe to folks, you can't hear the music, but there's kind of like a groovy kind of like synth type music playing that's got a really nice variation in sound and volume and pitch and stuff. Yeah, so it helps, yeah. So I'll introduce this one, and then I'll let John say a few things. Yeah. So this one is called LTCGI Hall by _pi_. I think it's just pi, but yeah. It's a real-time area lighting demo in a big screen brutalist cinema. So really excited to show you this one, but John did a bit of research about what exactly this is, so I'll let John talk about that.
So LTC in terms of lighting is linearly transformed cosines, and it is there's a paper about it in SIGGRAPH about how to do this and using it as a way to simulate ray traced lighting, which is really cool because it is more performant, well, depending on what your graphics card is and such, for for ray traced lighting, but using a real time light to get that effect. So you're seeing screens up behind us with videos on them, but you're seeing everything around here change colors because of that lighting. So you can see on the floor here and even us, which is quite a feat because even in current real-time lighting, that doesn't really happen. If you can set the color of light, sure, but you don't see the whole reflection from a video player going on. And that's the key here, that the video coming through is shedding its light into the world. And that's what's amazing, because we're going to see that once we get in here. Let's jump inside to show what
Yeah.
how this
Can
can
we show
affect
the
things.
cylinder, John, that you
Oh,
pointed out earlier?
yeah.
Because I'm just getting a look at it and it's bananas.
So check out this cylinder. So Pi had this
This makes
great
it
idea.
feel like you're really in world, eh?
Oh yeah. And this is what really made us choose the title today, because again, how shaders provide that sense of realism. And when you look at the ground and you can see that this reflection, that's what gives that sense of realism. And
the light affecting yourself too.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it affects our avatars
like-
too. Amazing.
So this is actually a cylinder with a video source on it. And
just
it's
bananas.
projecting
Wow.
onto the ground, and just seeing it of how it spirals out or just splays out with the image is
Wow.
thoroughly amazing.
Oh, so good. Well, let's go inside here.
Oh wait, you know what? Let's just take a quick look at this.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
We got to show the blocks.
So this was a test that Pi put in here to see what the difference is. So what we have here, one of these is a baked light, and one of these is a real-time light. The key difference is a baked light will do ray tracing to determine the color and things like that. A real-time light doesn't entirely do that. And so that's kind of the key of seeing this. So by looking, you want to try and guess which is which. I already know, but let's see if Scout and Dylan can tell.
It's unfair because I already know too.
Oh, okay. And Scout would have been maybe the best person because Scout does our lighting often for our programs.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Well, what's really great is that I'm going to give it away. Both look really good, right? But check out what happens when we click on this block. It says enable disable rainbow. So if I click on this, one of these lights, the one that's using the shader in this world, is going to show you what happens if it changes color. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And wait till we take you inside. It's like
Oh yeah.
every
So,
room you go to, it's bigger.
In terms of what we should be noticing, because maybe that will help people identify what the difference is. Like, what should we be noticing about the one that's shader affected?
Well, I think what's so neat here is that you actually can't I can't really tell the difference between something that may have taken, a long time to bake in an engine. You may have calculated the bounces of thousands and thousands and thousands of light beams in order to calculate the lighting, which is then saved inside a map for that object. And what's so incredible about what's happening here is that, to me, it doesn't look that different than when you would do that huge baking process. But it's happening, while we're standing here. The light color is changing. It's happening in real time. And, I'm still getting, for the graphics card and the headset that I'm using, a very respectable frame rate. So, that's bananas.
Now, another key is,
yeah, that's what we're seeing.
Scout, if you step in front of the light, notice how Scout does not cast a shadow. And that's,
And I would if it was a real-time light.
yes, it was an actual
Potentially.
real-time light.
If it was,
Thi-
yeah.
This is still based off of real-time lighting, so it still has the same performance, but it can do amazing, like almost ray traced effects. So the thing that I really got was actually the shadows back here of looking at these shadows of how they change. I don't know what to look for, but one seems more static than the other. Kind of. It might just be my perception.
But it can really take a lot to do, like a lot of time and stuff to do baked,
Oh, like hours.
like
Yeah.
really high quality baked lighting. Yeah. So like having something that can do that in real time and do that like without using a lot of computer power is like really great.
I see that Ian paid you a compliment.
Oh, thanks. It is really good music in here, actually. That's why I'm like, I can't resist.
I actually wish I could hear. I already know. I already have heard it before, but I do like it. There was actually, so in the community meetup that they went to a club that used the same shader
Oh,
by
nice.
Banana Bread. Yeah.
So there's some explanation here as to kind of what the world is, how it's working. There's some instructions here about how to integrate it into your own world, which is really cool. And then we have some really amazing reflection probe and kind of essentially world lighting checkers that are switching here. Lighting probe and reflection probe, and it's so cool how they're switching in real time and changing. Like I don't even know what to say about that. Besides, it's extremely cool to look at, and and if you come around the corner here.
Oh, hold on. I'm just going to take a quick look at this. So there you go. So with video player support. So the idea is that you will put the shader onto like your video source, but then the flooring or whatever the light is getting cast onto has to have a compatible surface shader, like the Orel's shader. So some good names to know. Oh, Scout. Oh, oh, and there's one more thing to show. So if you look at this, here we have a little tablet. And, oh, I got to change my camera here. So you can see the tablet in the floor moving around. That's not something baked reflections can do, but yet you don't see me in the floor. It's yeah, some cool things. Okay, here we are.
Hello. We're just
So
enjoying the vibes. Dylan was. Yeah.
one of the theaters actually in VRChat that blew our minds away was a theater that would emit similar light from the video. Do you remember that?
Was that Jet Dogs?
I do. That was
Yeah.
That was Jet Dogs. Yeah, I remember that.
And you know, it really gives that effect like that you're sitting in the theater with that general lighting. But this takes it to another level where you don't just get
It's
the average lighting.
Accurate.
You get the full, all the colors.
Like even just like look at the reflection on the chairs.
On the chairs,
here.
right?
The
Yeah.
different colors. You can see the different colors that it's picking up from the video. Like I was just about to say to Scout, like this for me, having this added to Video World pretty much like replaces a lot of the theater experience that I would feel I'm missing out on by watching a movie in a theater in VR.
Yes, totally.
Because it's like it really brings that sense of being in the theater because of the light effect. I think the only things that can make it even more immersive are probably the sounds, or that's not sounds, the smells and the sticky floor, which are things I don't really want to have.
There's no carpet here, at least, thankfully.
So yeah, this is incredible.
It's yeah, I'm really astounded by, you know, I know there's a lot of amazing, math and stuff going on behind the scenes to make
Oh,
this
it's
possible.
crazy.
It's beautiful though, and I'm so grateful to members of the community who do things like this, making prefabs that other people can integrate, because it's kind of just like the world's best version of skill sharing. Everyone's able to create really beautiful, incredible worlds by combining all their knowledge. So
And the best thing is,
speaking of that, I
uh,
guess I'll drop.
Pi does have this shared on their GitHub. So if you want this shader with
Yes.
all the instructions and compatible shaders that you need on the reflective surfaces, it's available.
That's very generous.
Yes, agreed.
So cool. I feel like I'm like back in like a elementary school with the little chairs. I'm too big for it.
Oh, well, Scout's pulling up a portal. Scout, can you pull up the portal in front? I'm going to show Dylan the tablets.
Yeah, I can do that. Yep.
Did I follow?
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't know if you showed the reflection on the glass windows, John, but you got to show
Oh, no,
that
I
too.
didn't.
It's really pretty.
I didn't even look at the glass windows. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, look at that.
Oh, I didn't realize.
You can see
So
the
it's reflecting
variations.
this video behind us.
Yeah.
Huh.
So Dylan, pick up the
Neat.
tablet
Yeah.
and take a look at the floor.
This?
Yeah. It's just, again, the
Oh, look at
idea
that.
that it's reflecting in the floor like that. Like so accurately that you can actually tell what the video is. And again, if you're wanting to know, look up LTC. Is it shader? No, LTC algorithm, and you'll find the paper by Eric. Eric. Oh shoot, I forgot his last name. But he has a website.
You said it was a SIGGRAPH paper, right? So
Yeah.
it's on the ACM library.
Yep, from 2016, I think it was.
So that's the Association for Computing Machinery, ACM, and their library or repository. You'd be able to look up.
Yeah.
What did you say? LT lighting?
LTC algorithm.
LTC algorithm. Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this looks like another World Scout to put in this list secretly. Oh no, okay, no. This is one of the ones we planned. Perfect. Oh, so this has been a quiet stream. Not too many worlds that we can share music with today. But one of the reasons for that is because a lot of these worlds are demo worlds. So not a lot of ability, well, not a lot of time to create their own music.
They're not trying to showcase. Yeah, they're not trying to showcase their own music, so they use YouTube links to show.
Yeah. Oh, here.
Whatever it
this
is
this talks about the LTC. Right here. Real-time polygonal light shading with linearly transformed cosines by Eric Heitz.
Oh, by Eric Heitz.
That was it. Yeah.
Jonathan Dupuis, Stephen Hill, and David Newbelt. Newbelt or Newbelt? Newbelt.
And there's the site. The top one is their site, which has a whole lot of information of how it's using spherical calculations to determine the projection on the sphere of the 2D surface. Yeah, it's amazing. The math is a little bit beyond me, but I can't wait to dig further into it. And this one's by Silent.
So I'll quickly introduce this world.
Yeah.
I'll quickly introduce this world here. So this world is called Offline, and it's by Hai, H-A-I. And it says video layer with real-time lighting using LTCGI, and then it's set inside Coquelicot's House Solitude world, which is described here, and it's actually something you can buy on Booth. So cool. We're going to show two versions of this same world today, which is really exciting, but we're going to take you inside. because this world supports 3D videos, which I thought was really, really fun. Because watching 3D videos in VR is a really fun thing to do, because it looks really 3D. Yeah, there's a lot of amazing prefabs used in this world, but I really wanted to check this one out, and I love what has been done with it. So yeah, let's go inside.
Oh, wait, you gotta. Oh no, not here. Never mind.
So I'm gonna leave the video that is normally on for a minute.
So look at the floor,
Just so that, yeah.
and you can see the reflection. Again, that's all the LTCGI.
And I believe that that Hi was using audio link to work on trying to cause kind of refraction happening in the glass.
Which you can see it
And I
vibrating.
don't have a ton of knowledge about that, but you can see it vibrating. Yeah.
And the purple lights
So
outside
I'm gonna
as
put
well.
on a 3D movie.
Oh yeah, that's
But
one
yeah,
of the.
you gotta show off those little 3D photos, and yeah, I'll put on a 3D
Okay,
movie
put on the
while you're
movie.
taking a look around. Okay.
Okay,
So you said this is vibrating because of the
audio link.
the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I pause it and wait a minute, you'll be able to see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. I guess you can't see anything now, but.
Well, it's not vibrating. We can
It's
tell
not
that by
really
that
dark.
white dot in the reflection.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I will paste the link in here.
So dark.
Sorry. One moment.
Moon.
It's worth it, I promise.
It's not a Legends moon, but it's a nice moon. Legends is really known for their moon. Oh, okay. So
Okay, so now we
so
gotta push the
this
button.
video
There's a
player
button for
has
3D.
3D capabilities. So if you have a 3D movie, boom. Now, obviously you're watching in 2D, so you can't tell. But this is in 3D.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Right?
So this is a little Warner Brothers short, because who doesn't want to use Coyote and Roadrunner? So for us, we're actually seeing it really 3D. It's awesome.
So depending on the media, 3D comes in side by side or top and bottom, and this can read both. Or you can also do interlaced, which it can also do.
What do you think, Dylan?
Oh, it's neat. It's a lot like just seeing a 3D movie at the theater.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Huh. But I think, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because like obviously I'm wearing a headset but like I feel like this feels better than wearing the glasses at the theater.
But then
Yeah, that's
not
fair.
only do you have like the 3D aspects, but also the lighting around you, surrounding it. Because
Yeah.
we've been in other programs that can do 3D, like big screen, and even Netflix and YouTube can do it. But they don't have this atmospheric lighting.
Or if they
Right.
do, it's not using the exact same formula, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they all would give a slightly different effect.
Oh, you can see a reflection in this in the
In the
glass
coffee table,
Yeah.
yeah.
table.
Isn't that cool?
If you look right there, you can see the coffee table.
So they also like what I'm also noticing here is that they've got like the reflections on the floor or in numerous places. It also picks up like how shiny the material is and so how much it will reflect.
Which in that LTCGI Hall, you can change the roughness of the metallicness of the surface to change a lot of those settings. Because a lot of that is built into the LTC algorithm.
Way more there than it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, it's just fantastic. And I think this world has been really popular because people are so excited to be able to come in, sit in a house, like a cozy house, and watch a movie with all this beautiful lighting information.
Oh yeah.
Which is just magical, really.
And out of curiosity, just what are you using a YouTube link right now?
Yes. This is a YouTube link.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it currently set up just for YouTube? Probably, right?
I think you can enter a
It just asked
URL.
for a link.
Okay, so it's just URL based. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. So, okay. Neat.
So, like in
Right.
theory, if you had your Google Drive or something and you had a video uploaded on there that was private, but you really wanted to watch it, you could in theory use that as well, as far as I know,
See,
or other things. So yeah,
here's
really
the
impressed with
view
this
that
world.
really tells it all, of seeing the reflection of the video behind me on the world out there. Because, like,
It's
imagine
really cool. Eh?
this is how your house would actually be lit up if you had a big
Yeah.
screen
If you
TV
had
playing a movie.
big screen TV. Well, I will drop another portal. I know we're moving fast, but there's just so many cool things to
Yeah.
see. And I guess
Did
it's
John need to look
7:27
at
already.
these
So
3D photos?
oh yeah,
Oh, right,
show
right,
the
right,
3D
yes.
photos. They're just
Which,
neat. Yeah.
if you look at these, I think that might come through in the 2D. Yeah. Again, shader magic. It's all sorcery. Sorcery, I say.
All right, come on through this way, guys. In the hallway here.
So we're actually going to the same world, but in daytime. Because in daytime, there's more to see. Haha. Sampreya.
All right. So, really quickly, like I said, this is based on the same world that you can get off of Booth, but this version of it is called the Roost, or the Perch in Japanese, and it's made by Ice Melon, and it says a world full of personal taste is how this one is described. Oh, you can sit on the motorcycle. How hilarious!
Oh, we didn't see that before.
That's great. You're muted, Dylan, but yeah, that's really cool.
I'm a little big for it.
Little big puppy. So this world's got this neat thing happening right
Oh,
here.
yes.
It's like you walk up to this thing, and it detects your face. Oh, and maybe it told me what temperature I am? I'm not sure. 36.7 Celsius.
Is that what
Huh.
it tells you?
So
Is that what it said?
I'll let John show. That's what it said.
Oh,
Okay, let's go to my face cam.
do you think it corresponds to something in the house?
Oh, yeah.
It very well may.
My kanji isn't that good, so I can't read what it says.
So let's head
Oh,
in.
and there's hand sanitizer. I wonder if it's.
Very
I wonder
important.
if we didn't scan, if we could still come in. Huh.
Oh,
So same house, but it's got some extra features. It still has the awesome 3D capable, but doesn't have the LTC lighting. But that was definitely showcased in the night version. We don't need it as much in the day. But one of the things we
And
noticed.
John, if you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just
go
gonna say,
on.
if you turn this down, you might be able to turn on your world volume so
Oh,
you can
yeah.
hear all the great sounds in here.
Yes, because there are a few
There's
here.
a lot of good sounds.
There we go. So you had the rain. But Scout and I noticed that this rain texture, or shader on the glass, has that blue reflection depending on the height or the angle, which is really neat because it's like reflecting the sky or the surrounding area. And that's really cool.
And John and I were having a really fun time earlier just playing with all of the food in here. So you can pick up one of these mushrooms and place it on the grill and it sizzles.
And cooks.
Dylan's like, yes, good
Hungry.
mushroom. Hungry. And then if you pick up the chopsticks over here, you can actually pick up the food as you're cooking it. There it is. And I've got my nice brown mushroom here. And eat it. So that's really cool. Over here, we have this really... Do you want to try this, Dylan?
Dylan.
Dylan's playing with the umbrella and the
Dylan was the one who...
dinosaur. Hey,
Was
Dylan.
Dylan the one who found this one? I think, if I recall.
I think Dylan was asking about something about udon noodles.
You're muted, Dylan.
Oh, you're
I
muted.
attached the
You're-
Oh, yeah, and you can't get rid of it.
attached the little dinosaur to me. Oh, okay. Well,
I tried.
we'll just be together from now on.
That's a good thing, right?
Oh, that's the wrong way. Ah.
It says right joystick down should be able to move your dinosaur.
So it didn't always
like.
go. So you...
Did I do this? I had it the right way.
Oh, got it backwards. How'd you do it, John? Did
There you
have
go.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
You just have to dip at the right angle, I guess.
That wasn't
Heck, you
Dylan. That
slow.
was a sound
Did you
Did you
effect.
hear that?
Yep.
Yeah.
This makes me hungry.
I know. Now I want ramen.
And then over here, they've got these cute little coffee cups. And you can... Whoops, my arm froze. Sorry, guys. No, why freeze? Why not pour? There we go.
Notice how it like puffs up some steam.
So cute.
Oh wait, and they do more.
Oh, yes, and you can drink them too. My hands are so big for these cups. I'm such a big bat. There, I drank some. And if you drink it all?
But that sound
Then
effect was
refill
you though, right?
Oh, yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay.
If you're drinking your coffee like that's probably a bit too hot. If you're having to slurp at that level. And then over here, there's this is like a really neat. Get your chopsticks and dip it in here, and you can. I must be standing outside. Oh yeah, I'm totally standing outside my sensor range. Sorry guys. Dip it in here. Grab a piece of food, not that one. Maybe a different one.
Oh, it's not showing up.
I'm doing a terrible demo for you because I'm actually going outside of the sensor
Oh.
range here. Hold on. Some collider is getting me here, maybe.
Oh, I had that
There you
experience
go.
too at first. You have to maybe get higher or lower. I had to get off the floor.
Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe if I pick myself up? Nope. Maybe if I stand over here. Hey, yeah.
Here, come to the
Oh,
left
no.
side of the table. Are you stuck?
Colliders are just hard. Maybe John can demo it since he did better than me.
Okay.
I didn't have that problem earlier, but I'm sure something about
Oh,
the size of my
see?
avatar might be
I'm
doing
having
that.
the same issue. But there we go.
Ah, oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. And you can dip it in the sauce. Oh, I can do it
Yum,
from this
yum.
side just fine, of course. So, there we go.
Would you like
So we just thought
some
there's
beer?
just a lot of them. Oh, yes, some beer. Very nice pour noise.
Oh, here.
Uh,
Oh. Oh, I can't reach across the table. Come on. There we go. Is there a third
cheers.
glass? No.
Cheers, John.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Oh, they clink. Oh my gosh,
that's.
they actually
Let's
clink.
do that one more time. Oh, here we go. Three-way.
Oh, okay. Clink. That's awesome.
Ah.
Wow, I didn't realize they clink. That's a very nice touch. So let's quickly show before we sit down to do wrap up. Let's quickly show the upstairs and the bedroom
Yes.
across the way because they're both kind of neat.
I lost my
Oh,
camera.
and the downstairs. I guess there's also a downstairs
Okay.
behind you there.
So I've learned something I'm not going to do. And we're going to probably not do it. Oh, are they coming?
Oh, yeah. We'll be there in a sec.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead, John. Show it off. We don't
So
want to crowd it.
you have these VR headsets that you can interact with, but you can actually put it on your head, which if you'll notice those little signs. But what I found is that I couldn't take it off. I didn't know how. So that's why I'm not going to put it on right now. But you can also do it with the Quest. You have an Index and a Quest. And if you know what game this is, which I do happen to know, but post it in the chat, because I'd love to know who else knows this game.
And then the downstairs is like really neat too.
So you have your laundry room.
We weren't sure how we felt about this stainless steel bathtub.
No, yeah, it feels like a murder room, kind of.
But it is nice and shiny, and I love
Yes.
the skylight. We can see the rain up there. I think that's a really nice touch. Yeah. And I love how the stairs are also drawers, it looks like. So extra storage.
Actually, I think those are lights.
Oh, lights? Oh.
Yeah. So it's like theater lighting.
Wow, come on.
And then you have this awesome duck. Look at this duck. Look at the duck. Okay.
Heck.
Here's the scene you
So
all
this
might
is where we
recall.
took the photo for the stream. Yeah. It's just beautiful over here. And we enjoy playing with these little duckies. Yeah, this world is just really beautiful
Oh.
and relaxing. And
You can
I
also
thought,
pour the
might
tea.
be Oh yeah. Let me try. Oh, green tea. That's nice. My giant hands again, getting in the way.
Ian's asking if that game was StarCraft or some variation.
Not quite. It is it's an MMORPG. I'll give the answer in just a second.
So where do you think we should do the wrap-up chat, John? Would it be best to
Good
do it on the
question.
couch in the other room? Or do you think we should try and... Can we do it here? Is
Can we sit here? Oh yeah, we can sit on
You can
these.
sit in these chairs.
Yeah, let's do it here.
Dylan and I can pretend sit. Okay, you set up the camera. And I can bring over some coffee and everyone can have some.
I looked at the game, but I don't recognize it.
It is Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, I didn't play that.
Oh, actually, I should go
So
in the
Dylan,
middle.
if you and I want to fake sit. Yeah.
Oh, you got a coffee for me?
I did, I got a coffee for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Should I pass it to you? You got it?
I got that.
Perfect. Whew. Okay, I have to find my real chair. And then I'll sit down.
Wow. So,
Well, that was a whirlwind, but what a blast.
you also had a few worlds that I didn't recognize, that I didn't know about as well.
I snuck some
You
in.
snuck
I was
some
like,
in there.
oh, this one.
Oh, actually, no.
did.
Sorry,
I
I'm gonna
snuck some
fix
in
the
there.
camera here.
Oh, okay.
Do 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 do.
So I can
There
quickly
we
go
go.
over the list of worlds that we were in, and then maybe
Yeah.
we can do a quick wrap up. But we saw so many places today.
So
and
much
they were
shader
all
magic.
Really fun. So much shader magic. Yeah. And there's so many worlds that we couldn't even include. We'd have to do about 25 or 30 streams to even capture a fraction of the cool stuff that's in here. So we just kind of picked what we had seen recently. And so thank you to all the world creators and those who recommended worlds to us. So quickly going through them here. The first world was called Color by Rokumori _. The second world was GlassTest by MYXY or Mixie. The third world was Steamy Sauna Mirror by Dag _Gur 1675. The fourth world was Experimental Sign Language World Udon by Bob64. The next, number 5 was ShaderLab by Orels1. Number 6 was Shader Clay Sculpting by Pema99. And the next one was LTCGI Hall by Pi. The next world was Offline by Hi. And this world is the Roost by Ice _ Melon or Ice Melon in VRChat. Yeah, so 9 worlds total. We went through them pretty fast, and we had a great time. Yeah.
Busy day. So what worlds stuck out to you two?
I mean, it was really neat to see like worlds that had multiple shaders in them that really like you could feel very immersed in. And then also like just some of the other worlds that were really just showcasing 1 or 2 shaders. To just sometimes it can be hard to know like what's a shader, what's not a shader, what's like I don't know, like when you get to kind of narrow it down to just 1 or 2 shaders, you can really appreciate what it's good at and what you might use it for. So that's also really neat that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Indeed.
But then you get like a world like this where just, you know, as an example, and you've got like the rain on the windows. Well, when we're in the nighttime one, you had like the lighting thing happening. Like you could really see that. Like there's just so much going on. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all those little touches that really go together to add to the realism or just the feeling of a world, eh? Like for example, I know that the water shader, like the rainwater shader is quite popular in VRChat, and I think for a good reason, you know? Like rain dripping down a window is actually really beautiful. And I feel like I appreciate it even more in real life, having seen it, you know, done so beautifully in virtual reality. And so, you know, with so much care. It's a really cool thing to watch. And I really enjoyed all of the worlds that we went to today. I think there was a really neat variety of like, you know, this one's for artistic stuff, and this one's for like showing videos, and this one's, you know, just showing off a really, you know, cool glass. I think that's fantastic.
Also, just want to say, if you're in chat, let us know which world was your favorite or which shader really stuck out to you.
I'd really like to see the frosted glass in use, like in more places.
Oh yeah. Oh, like if they put it on like
that
these windows really out here.
Yeah, like instead of rain, have frosted glass, and like, you know, just to convey a different weather.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There are many uses for the frosted glass.
It was also like, I really liked seeing it on the bottles. Like I feel like if you were in a really summery place with some frosted glass, like pop bottles, you could, it feels refreshing.
Totally.
Ooh, you could even combine it with some like water drips going down the side.
Oh, so like with the
sweating.
rain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Neat.
Right.
That would be really cool.
There's the real, like you're touching on that earlier before, like the aspect of we show a lot of these shaders, but that they have so many uses, like other than just what you might see them, like you might have some creative use, but then how they combine with other shaders to create more senses of realism, such as add the frosted shader to a Coke bottle and then add the rain shader to cause the dripping down, you're using it for a different case, but creating another sense of realism. I like that.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, like it's the realism, but I think the other aspect is you're trying to create a certain feeling. So like when I think of that, I'm like, oh, like that's like the feeling that I would want to try to evoke in that is that like, you know, it's a hot day and you're having a refreshing drink.
Right.
Just like when we like hold these, you know, coffees, the steam makes you really feel like you're having a cozy hot drink when it's kind of, you know, rainy and a little dreary outside, but it's like a really nice feeling because of the cozy, steamy coffee.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah. Ian says, thank you so much for touring and sharing shading. Thank you to the developers of such beautiful, compelling worlds.
Beautiful indeed.
Cheers to that. Yeah.
Yeah, cheers to that. Agreed.
Which again, if you...
And Juice says...
Oh, yep. Go on.
Oh, okay. Juice says, it's hard to pick a favorite. They all have such fantastic use cases.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
That's so
sorry, what I
true.
was going to say was, don't ever forget that just because you see us here in VR, you can still experience VRChat on a desktop. If you want to come in or be a world creator, you don't need VR to participate in this community. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And especially actually,
Absolutely.
if all you have is Quest, then you're actually really wanted in the community, because Quest worlds are wanted more and more. Because there's many people, you know, as of Christmas, who got their Quest, who don't have the PC with a dedicated graphics card that can run VRChat, or so all they have is Quest, and they need some worlds. And lots of these
lots
shaders
Quest
run.
users. Juice has added, I want to try out LTCGI. I think it has the potential to be the next audio link level prefab, where most worlds have it implemented in some capacity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could really tell, like, going into and experiencing it, just like the next level of realism and immersion that it offers, and just little bits of that in a world would add a lot.
So one of the things I mentioned about the LTCGI shader, I don't know. So this one is by Silent. I don't know if Pi is based off of Silence. I forget. But the one that Pi was using, you had to use a compatible surface shader to use it. So Orwell's has a surface shader that you can use, or in the kit, in the prefab kit, there is some unlit shaders that you can throw on it. But if a compatible shader was built into the standard VRC surface shader, like that would already be a great step to adopting this
To making
algorithm.
it more right. Yeah. So when you're talking about needing a standard shader, you mean like what's added to the different objects in the scene, right?
Yeah, everything that you
so that
want
it
to
interacts
reflect
with
the
the
light.
algorithm.
Yeah, because everything needs to pick up.
And the
Now,
interesting
I don't know
thing-
what the
yeah.
requirements are for that shader, of like why those shaders are required. I'm not certain yet. I'm still trying to familiarize myself with the math. But that's all I know right
I think
now.
it has something to do with the ability to communicate the lighting information across.
Oh,
So it needs to have a shader that can understand the information that's being sent to it and update appropriately, I think, is the thing. And you know, a lot of Unity itself has what we call a standard shader. And there's been a lot of attempts recently by Silent and many other folks in the community to make, you know, optimize better versions of that. Filamented is an example of that. Some of the really cool shaders that we are seeing today on display are another example of that. And so there's been lots of attempts by the community to improve the kind of default PBR shader that you can use with Unity. And of course, lots of worlds are using an unlit shader or other things like that to improve performance. And Quest has its own limitations for what types of shaders can be used. There's like a light PBR shader that I think works for Quest. So yeah, it's a very complex topic, but certainly I'm so grateful to the community members for making all of these prefabs that you can integrate and add to your world. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that's how it works anyway. From my limited, knowledge of
We're still
shaders
learning,
and
as with
textures.
many people. Like, don't be daunted. Like, there are these people that they just get this one thing, or sometimes a few things, and they thoroughly excel. They're far ahead of so many people, but don't let it daunt you because you have something to bring too.
Well, that's the value of the community of developers that are working in VRChat, is that, someone might excel in shaders or even just particular kinds of shaders, I don't know. And they can, work on something and then make that available to other developers who are not as well versed in shaders.
Right.
And then other developers can contribute other things.
Major props to the prefab community as well for recognizing that aspect, that one person might be good at something but not as great at others. Like me, I'm a programmer more so. I like to program. I'm not great at 3D sculpting or things like that, but that's why we have Scout. I'm not as great at design or story concepts. There's there's our designer. In the prefab community, like you have Fairly Sad Panda, who created an awesome pool table. Fairly Sad Panda has done a lot more than that. Don't get me wrong, but that pool table has been heavily used in so many worlds because it is an amazing pool table that I definitely can't create one as good as that.
It would take a while.
It would take a while. Sorry. Yes, I could. It would take a while and a lot of learning.
Juice says, I'm not totally sure, but I think Pi's implementation is compatible with the Unity standard shader.
I thought he said that in the community meetup.
Oh, nice.
I did think he said that, but in the GitHub it doesn't say that, which is why I wasn't certain, and I didn't want to say that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Amazing. Well, I think that's it for me this week. But I had a lot of fun putting together this stream with John and even surprising him with a few worlds we hadn't been to. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on this adventure. And if you have other worlds that you really like, thank you to everyone who suggested for this week in the past and recently, and we'll certainly be checking out more. So please feel free to share them. And please share your own worlds too. If you have new worlds, we'd be very happy to check them out. And yeah, thanks for joining us.
Which again, you can do that by joining the Discord listed down below. Always feel free to chat with us in our stream chats and such. Comment on our videos, we'll get them. And as always, don't forget to click subscribe, because next week we're going to have more shenanigans, and we also might have the return of our friend.
The Mogwai.
The return of the Mogwai. Oh, yes. He's coming back. So glad, so excited. Okay. Oh. I'm trying not to grab your the coffee, and I need to grab my camera. Why can't I grab
coffee cam? Coffee cam.
Out of the way, coffee.
Oh, because it's my seat. That's what's doing it. Okay. All right. So that's it for this week. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And signing off, we have, you know what? I'm going to start it in another way today. Boom. We have me, John, Scout.
Cheers, everybody. Have a great rest of your week.
And Dylan.
Cheers. We'll see you next week.
Where are you? Shoot. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.